Hi everyone. Thanks for joining me today for another process video. I have a sketch there from Laura Whitaker. If you've never checked out her sketches, you should. She has them all on Pinterest, and I just went and searched for her name and found all of her sketches and then started following her. And she has some really, really good ones out there. And this one, I stayed pretty close to the sketch. Not exact, but somewhat close. So, also, just so you know, I am using some new video editing software and I have a new microphone. I have a Yeti. So, I'm trying all that out today and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, the sound will be good quality. But I kept running out of space on my phone, and then my iPad that I have only has, I think, like maybe 16 gigs of space, so I really couldn't do a whole lot with that, and I was shuffling files around all the time. So I just decided to try and find something that I can install on my PC and actually do my editing there and then record and do the whole shebang. So anyways, so back to the layout. I am using the Photo Play Like a Girl collection, and I use this collection because this layout is about my daughter running her first 5K, and we ran together in this 5K. It was in 2015, February 2015, and we're getting ready to do it again next weekend. So it'll be her second one. And I have to say, she really was on fire. And if I had not been with her, then she probably would have finished under 30 minutes. But I was not in my best shape. I did barely any training at all. So I was like, slow down, child. So I'll probably slow her down again this time. But anyways, so, but this photo play collection, Like a Girl, it's really, really good for things like this. It's kind of more like girl power instead of frilly girl. So I really liked it for this layout. And when I saw that this girl is on fire on the cut apart sheet, I really, really wanted to use that. And I just finally decided that was going to be my title. And it worked out perfectly. But so, I just cut a few different layers from the different papers. I used that bokeh paper as my background. I really loved that paper. And I used to hoard papers like that when I really loved them, but not anymore. I want to use them. I want to get them in my scrapbooks. So I did use it. And I love the way it looks. So if you do hoard your papers, don't hoard them. Use them. So you can't look at them if they're not in your scrapbooks. So anyways, I have some different wood veneers. That round one that kind of looks like a wreath, that is from the Crepe Paper Kiss Kiss collection. And I thought I was going to use that, but I won't end up using it. The other one that says Be Brave, that is actually one that I got when I was subscribing to Scraptastic Kit Club. I'm no longer a subscriber, but they always had really cute wood veneers and flair and acrylic pieces, things like that, exclusives. And a lot of times I bought extras, and for this one kit I did buy extras, so I think I might have had 4 of that same like banner wood veneer. So I did put mist on it. I didn't love it after misting it, but I also didn't like it staying as the plain wood veneer. I didn't think it looked right with this paper for some reason, just because of the way, I don't know, the color was. So anyway, so I started pulling out my embellishments, and one thing I will say about the photo play collections, I love them, but they don't have any ephemera packs to purchase. So they have the sticker sheets, but I really love ephemera. So I went digging through my stuff, and I looked through the Crepe Paper Wonder chipboard, but I didn't see anything there that I really wanted to use. So then I pulled out the Simple Stories I Am ephemera pack and the brads and all of that good stuff. And right away I was like, yes, I can use this. It matches. It goes perfectly with this collection from Photo Play. So I start going through all of the embellishments, trying to figure out what I might want to use on this layout. And at some point I will cut the video and come back, and you will see my embellishments there, because for some reason I just kept getting so frustrated. just was one of those times where it wasn't like just flowing. And so, you just see me trying all these different ones. And finally, I just said, okay, I got to turn the camera off. But I will end up using those feathers. I am going to use that Dreaming Big or Dream Big. And I use that butterfly, and I'm going to use like a tab. I do end up using some of the stickers from the Photo Play collection, and they work really good with this layout. Just anything girl power related, I would say. So it's just some really good motivational type stickers, and even the cut apart sheets. There was another one that said "Run Like a Girl," which of course would have been perfect for this, but I loved the title "This Girl Is on Fire," and every time I hear that, I think of Alicia Keys singing that song, and I just loved because my daughter was there with her hair all wild. She started out with a ponytail, and then, of course, as we got running, she pulled the ponytail out. So she's just kind of like wild child there, and so I just thought it was really good for the title there. So looks like I'm now going to commit and stick that whole block down. And you probably saw me, I did put my photo on some dimensional adhesive, just because I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do with my embellishment. So I did pop it up. So now I get some gold thread, and a la Missy Whidden, although when I do it, it does not work the same, I must say. I know the metallic thread is more difficult to work with. That is true. And you're really not going to see much of it in the end anyways. So it was kind of a waste of time for me to do that, but whatever, I did. So you will see when I move my trimmer here that I do have embellishments in place, and I used a flare from A Flare for Buttons, and if you've never seen her flare, you should check them out. Really cute stuff. And then I'm looking at the sticker sheets from Photo Play, and I pulled off one that I will end up using, or maybe I didn't pull it off yet, but I am going to use a sticker from that sheet. So I'm going to get that glued down up in that corner. And I don't believe the sketch had anything up in the corner, but I felt like the upper corner just needed something because it was just kind of bare up there. So I decided to go ahead and put that same like polka dotted paper up top. And now I have the brads from the Simple Stories I Am collection and some more of the ephemera from that collection as well. And I think I cut out where I was thinking about using one of the frames from the collection. I actually thought about using one of the frame stickers from the Photo Play collection, and then I changed my mind on that. But I am going through all those stickers, and I already did use one of the stickers that said "Run Like a Girl." And so that sticker said "Constantly Challenge Yourself." And I thought that was a really cute one, and the color was perfect. And I will end up using that, but I'm going to try out a few more things and realize that they don't work. So I will use that piece of ephemera from Simple Stories. I'm going to keep that up there, and then I'm going to kind of layer this banner over it a little bit. So I'll get that where I want it. And I'm going to end up using some of those brads as well to fill in there. And I didn't want to move that because I had the placement just right. So I just picked up each end and used my roller there. So now I did pop that up on dimensional adhesive. So I am going to pull those backings off, and I'm going to stick that down. And of course I don't get it straight. And I still don't know if it's perfectly straight, but hey, it looks fine. And here I go with these brads because I never use up all the brads that I have. And, at first I was like, but what if I want to use these with the I Am collection? And then I'm like knocking myself on the head going, come on, you have so many embellishments that go with that collection. Just use the brads. And they worked perfectly with this. So I ended up using those. And I thought about also using some of the enamel dots, but I just went with the brads and moved on from there. So I tried to get most of the colors that I used around the page in each section. And so I did handwrite my journaling on this layout. And so I'm just drawing lines. I try not to make them all the same, length, and that way they vary just a little bit. And I am writing out that journaling. And I can read it to you. It says, "Oh, my beautiful girl, I love you so much, more than life itself. I am so proud of the young lady you've become. You are so smart and strong and happy. You have a zest for life like no other. This was your first 5K and you were totally on fire. We ran it together, and if I hadn't been holding you back, you would have finished probably in under 30 minutes. I can't wait to run it again with you next year." So, and then I just used my date stamp. I think I used my Heidi Swap one here. Yes, I did. So I just stamped out on the paper first and then did a few stamps there. And I'm going to probably add some Heidi Shine, I think, in gold. Just splatters around the page. And then that will complete my layout. So I will have some still shots at the end for you to see. And I appreciate you joining me here today for another process video. And I will be back soon with another.